The Terracotta Army was created during the reign of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, 259–210 BCE, the first emperor of China's Qin dynasty. He is known for unifying China and centralizing its governance, which was instrumental in the formation of the First Chinese Empire. The army was constructed as part of the emperor's tomb complex in Xi'an, which served as his burial site. The emperor believed that he would need an army in the afterlife to protect him and help him govern the spirit world, just as he had ruled the physical world during his reign. The construction began around 246 BCE, when Qin Shi Huang ascended to the throne, and continued for several decades, with the terracotta figures completed after his death. The Terracotta Army was meant to protect the emperor in the afterlife and ensure his continued rule over China. The figures were arranged in battle formations, including infantry, cavalry, and chariots, all designed to replicate an actual army. The army consists of more than 8,000 life-size soldiers, along with horses and chariots made of clay, terracotta. The figures were meticulously sculpted with distinctive facial features and expressions, and each one is unique. The figures were originally painted in bright colors, though much of the color has faded over the centuries due to exposure to air and light after the tomb was opened. In 1974, local farmers in Lintong, near the city of Xi'an, the ancient capital of China, were digging a well when they stumbled upon fragments of what appeared to be clay statues. This accidental discovery led to the excavation of one of the most significant archaeological finds in history. Since then, the site has been excavated and preserved as the Terracotta Army Museum. The Army's discovery has provided invaluable insight into ancient Chinese history, art, and culture. The figures were made using a combination of clay and bricks, with the faces and hands crafted separately from the rest of the body. The sculptures were then assembled in sections. The molding process involved coiling the clay into tubes and shaping it to form the figures' bodies. The parts were then fired in a kiln. Despite their size, the terracotta figures are remarkably realistic, reflecting the military and courtly ranks of the emperor's time. The Terracotta Army was arranged in 3 main pits around the tomb of Qin Shi Huang. These pits are believed to represent the emperor's army and military formations. Pit 1. This is the largest and most famous of the 3 pits. It contains the infantry soldiers who are arranged in battle formation along with chariots and horses. The soldiers are arranged in rows and columns, facing different directions. Pit 2. This pit contains a mixture of cavalry, infantry, and archers, offering a glimpse of the diverse forces that would have been part of the emperor's army. Pit 3. This is the smallest of the 3 and contains a command center with high-ranking officers and some chariots. The Terracotta Army not only reflects the military power and organizational skill of the Qin dynasty, but also symbolizes the emperor's desire for immortality. By ensuring a guard in the afterlife, the emperor hoped to maintain his authority and protect his spirit after death. The sheer scale and complexity of the army also highlight the technological and artistic achievements of ancient China. The terracotta sculptures are some of the most sophisticated and detailed works of art from that era. After Qin Shi Huang's death in 210 BCE, the Terracotta Army was buried with him in a massive underground tomb, part of a complex that is believed to contain not only the army, but also the emperor's palace, courtiers, and treasures. Over time, the tomb and the army were forgotten or buried. It is believed that the army was deliberately buried to keep it hidden from invaders, and the tomb itself remained undisturbed for centuries. The discovery of the Terracotta Army has led to extensive archaeological research and conservation efforts. The site is now a major tourist attraction and one of China's most important cultural heritage sites. Ongoing excavation and research are still uncovering new parts of the army, including weaponry, artifacts, and additional soldiers. Advances in 3D imaging and restoration techniques are being employed to preserve the figures and ensure their longevity. As of today, much of the army remains buried in the pits, with ongoing efforts to uncover and restore more statues and maintain the integrity of the site.